Hi, my name is Dan Christofferson. Now, last year I turned 40, and over the years my weight's slowly gone up a little bit each year, but nothing manageable. Now, I thought I ate a really healthy diet. I pretty much ate all organic food, I avoided chemicals, I tried to stay away from processed foods, I ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, yet my weight was still going up. In the spring, 2013, I reached an all-time high weight. I also started to feel some chronic inflammation and swelling kind of going on in my hands. There was a puffiness about me. Anytime I'd eat anything with sugar in it, I'd get congested up in my sinuses. So I realized it was time to do something. Around this time I was introduced to Cara's Spring 2013 Master Cleanse. Now, I've never done a cleanse before, and I was a little apprehensive at first. I thought, wow, going 10 days without eating, just kind of drinking this lemonade mixture, that sounded pretty extreme. I've done some ceremonial dances in the past, and just going 24 hours without food seemed like a big deal. But I thought, what is going to hurt? I'll commit to doing it and see what happens. Well, I was amazed at the results. I got to day 10 and I was feeling so good and enjoying what was happening so much that I continued on, and I actually ended up going 17 days. For my first cleanse, that's pretty good. Let me tell you what happened. I lost 20 pounds. I didn't have any more swelling or inflammation or congestion in my body. My mouth felt great and clean, like the white film on my tongue completely cleared up. I felt super hydrated. I felt really fluid in my body. I was so much more productive in my life and so much more disciplined about getting things done. It's amazing when you kind of cut food out of your life and don't have to worry about when are you going to eat, where are you going to eat, what are you going to eat, where are you going to eat. Those decisions just kind of take up a lot of time, and just knowing that I was going to drink lemonade all day just made such a huge difference. I'd also reached a point where I really wasn't getting hungry anymore. I was just eating for the sake of eating. And I learned so much about myself. I learned how much that I would often go eat because I was really wanting to connect. I wanted to be part of community. I'd kind of collapsed food and community together. And so there's times that I really wanted to be around people, but instead of being around people, what I'd do is go eat. So I learned a lot about food and my relationship to it from doing this cleanse. I developed so much more self-respect for myself. I actually, set a goal and I stuck to it, which was huge. Not something I was expecting to get out of the cleanse. I just felt so much more intentional about my eating when I did go back to eating. Now, I not only did the cleanse, but I did the follow-up 1-hour consult with Cara, where she goes through your blood type diet, your Ayurvedic diet, and your metabolic diet. And this was really revealing for me. I really got to see, like, oh, here's what my body really wants to eat and what would be beneficial for me. And I realized that I'd been eating a diet that was all wrong for me. Even though I was eating healthy, it's not what my body and my blood type needed. So, coming off that, I was able to change my diet and keep the weight off that I lost. I didn't yo-yo back at all. And just make much more intentional choices around food and what I was going to put into my body and how I was going to treat my body. So that was huge. Now, as I mentioned, one of my biggest apprehensions was the thought of being hungry on the cleanse. Well, I can tell you that not once was I ever hungry. There's so many vitamins and nutrients and everything you need in lemonade that you stay full. I didn't have that feeling at all. I was worried that I was going to be lack of energy, going to be lethargic as I was going through a detox process. Actually, just the opposite happened for me. I had so much more energy, I got so much more done that I was really surprised, and that's part of the reason why I continued the cleanse, because I just enjoyed that feeling so much. The other thing that could have tripped me up was timing. It's like, oh, is this the right time? But like so many things in life, when is the right time to do a cleanse? You just have to make a commitment and stick to it, and that's what I did. The first part of the cleanse, my family, my partner and daughter were out of town, and it went really well. And it was more challenging when they came home and other people were eating around me, but it was all part of the learning experience. So yeah, if you're worried about being hungry, if you're worried about lack of energy, if you're worried that it's not the right time, I encourage you to just kind of take a really good look at yourself and figure out, why is it that you want to do this? Are you really committed to your health? Are you really committed to resetting your body and being as healthy as you can be? So I wouldn't have gone 17 days, and I don't think I would have been nearly as successful with my very first cleanse had it not been for Mia Cara. Her daily emails about how to prepare for the cleanse, her emails of each day on the cleanse of what you might be expecting, what you might be experiencing, were just so invaluable. I know she's done 25, 26 of these cleanses now, and so her experience just really made such a huge difference for me in having that support and that resource. The Facebook group that she puts together of other people going through this together was huge. Having that sense of community to celebrate your triumphs, you know, the things that I was doing really well to be able to post on there, and then also the days that weren't so well to post and, you know, read other people's posts about their experiences. So just that sense of community was huge and made a big difference. And then by far, one of the most amazing things about the whole experience was the one-on-one hour-long conversation I had with Mia on nutrition, when she really kind of just laid out the roadmap of, you know, what is it that my body, based on my blood type, my metabolic diet, and my Ayurvedic diet, what is it really needs? It was really revealing to see that, you know, over the years, even though I've been eating healthy, I haven't necessarily been putting the proper fuel in for my body and what it needs. So it was amazing. It was spectacular to kind of finally know the rules about, wow, this is what I eat, what I can eat, and when I eat it, then I feel really well. And so, you know, I've tested that out since then, and the last 2 months since doing the cleanse, I've kept the weight off, and I have a whole new respect for food and a new understanding of my body because of this experience. So I encourage you, if you're even remotely thinking about doing this cleanse or looking at this video, to, you know, just jump in and do it. You know, make it be the right time. Don't wait. And if you do wait, you know, make sure that you do it, because it's an invaluable experience. And I could go on and on. I want to keep this video kind of brief, but I really could go on. There's so many things that I learned about myself, and it was just an amazing experience. So take the time, sign up. If nothing else, do the consult with Mia Cara. Learn about what it is that your body really wants to eat. It's amazing to have the rules and kind of do that. So for me, the experience, it was just an amazing reset of my body. It reset my body weight. It reset my whole understanding of my connection to my body and to food. The educational aspects of this experience were just phenomenal and spectacular. I often tell people that I feel like I've got the missing pages to, like, the guidebook for what my body really wants to be eating, or, you know, kind of the owner's manual for my body. So, and the sense of empowerment I feel since then has just been phenomenal. I've gone on to do some things that I probably wouldn't have done had it not been for the cleanse and the way that I'm feeling about myself. So take the time, do the cleanse, have the consult with Mia. I can't recommend her enough.